So looking at this AutoCAD file we have here, we have this roof geometry. I'm going to model this roof geometry kind of two ways. First, we're just going to look at the height. So let's just see what we have floor to floor. So we have floor to top of wall. So 8'4", 9.5, and 8'4". So let's set that up in our elevation. So we have 8'4", and then we're going to do another level here, and then another level here. So add a dimension here. So that's 8'4". This is 9.5. And then this one is 8'4". So this would be our level 3 top of wall. Okay, so next step, what I would look at doing would be to add some walls. So I don't know exactly what these walls are, so we're just going to model these as generic for now. So we have, actually, let me bring this down here. What do we have? Yeah, so we have this. So I want this to be core face exterior. There's a lot of little jogs. Just trying to get the basic shape modeled here. And then what I usually do is I'll just go in and fill it. I need to fix that one. This one. So just need to add a wall here, mirror it over. Just want to get this kind of set up. Sure it's aligned. There's another jog over here somewhere. So delete that, delete that, delete that. So that's kind of our exterior walls there. So let's just copy these up to 2 and 3. I'm just going to grab this CAD file. I'm going to bring it up to level 2 and I just want to check. I think level 2 we have this layout here. Cut my pin off. Why is it not letting me select my CAD file? Seeing through. Yeah. So for some reason this CAD file is on this floor here. Level 2, work plane, that's right. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, so let's just move this to our next floor. So I think it's fine for the second floor, but then the third floor, it removes that little piece. So I'm just going to move this up for this floor. So let's go up to level 3. And let's associate level. Let's change it to level 3 for a second. And that's not showing. I do not know what is going on with this CAD file. No, it shouldn't be. Okay, so I'm just going to do this manual way. I just want to get these outlines for where this is. So I'm just going to put a wall here. There. I'm just going to copy these up to the third floor. Just to use the only difference. Yeah. Oh, it looks like we have this over here. So I'm just going to do a right click, create similar. Let's do this right here. Copy these up to the third floor. Just delete. That's the only. Oh, and then that's just gone. Okay, so let's look at a 3D. I think these walls are extending up too high. So first floor walls need to go up to these need to go up to level 2. These walls need to go up to level 3. This goes up to top of wall. All right, now that's better. And where did so that's up to there now. I don't know where those other walls I created are. So these can be deleted. I think. Oh, I know what I deleted them all because this is the site view. So that's what I did. Create similar. Instead of copying these up, I'm just going to change. For top wall. Yeah, okay, cool. So now I'll just do this. So let's just go to top. So so just looking at the CAD file here, we have a hip here and we have a hip here. So I'm going to do that part as one roof. So I'm just going to go architecture. We're going to go to roof. I'm not going to set the overhang, so I'll do level 3 top of wall. I'm just going to set the overhang to like 2 feet. I don't know what it actually is, but we'll just set it to 2 feet for now. And then what do we have going on there? Oh, that's just below. Okay. Yeah. So then we have this, and then I'm going to do something like that. So I'm just going to connect these, change that to be 0. So we have a hip roof, like something like that. This doesn't exist here. So Yeah, so something like that for a second. So now we kind of have, let's see what this looks like. So we have this part swooping down. Oof. So I'm just going to model this as a straight gable right now. I'm just going to look at the reference planes, trying to understand where the flat part is. So I'm going to try to do majority of the roof flat to start, and then we'll maybe modify after. Um, so what we want to know is from this outside line to this reference plane as an awful number to there. So let's call it 5'8", 5'8", and then 21.4. Okay, so let's go back up here. I'm going to go to RP. Five, 8, and then 21. And it swoops down and kind of goes a big overhang over here. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, the goal I think would be to start by doing as much of this can as you can in just a normal roof. And then once you do it in a normal roof, then you can kind of understand what needs to change. So let's do this as a typical gable. Um, yeah, I'm just going to set that for a second. So now the next thing we need to figure out is the heights. So where is this part and that part? So this line right here is below our top of wall by 3'2", and this part is above by 2'4", 2'4". So what that means is with this roof, we want to change this to be this. And so if we had a footprint, this is going to be have an offset from base of 2'4", and then this is going to have a lowering from base of 3'2", negative 3'2". So now it kind of has that weird offset like that. Let's just go back to the elevation for a second. So this is aligned with this part. Okay, so see how these roofs intersect right here? What I'm going to do actually is just drag this over further. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to join these roofs. And I might split them further, but I haven't decided that yet. So I'm going to just do RP for reference plane. I'm going to grab this line. And so what I'm going to do now is adjust this roof to have that same kind of place. It's probably going to be a problem, but we'll fix that. So this roof is going to do the same thing. Let's see what actually happens. So it just keeps coming down. So what we're going to do with this roof is we're going to have this line, and this line. Turn off the slope for all those. Okay, and so now this pitch needs to come across. So are these everything 912? Do we know? No, no. Okay. Let's I won't be able to go slow with that. So I did originally think this should be one roof, but I think it should be two. So I'm just going to copy and paste to the same place. And then I'm just going to grab one and I'm going to delete half of it. Grab this half and then delete this half. So like my key for roofs is always start with the mass as much as possible. Because when you start with like the big pieces, you can kind of start breaking it down further. So now we need to get this piece going into here. So we got that. That's a problem there. There we go. So that's a bit higher. I'm going to go to my east elevation. So this part and this part have to align. So I'm just going to draw RP top here and bring this down. Let's just look at that. And so let's delete. Let's go to our roof. Can we go to level 3? No, I need another level. So let's go back to here. We're going to create another level here. I'm going to do this. Sorry, I'm going to do this with this texture level. Roof. This up here. And let's go to our top of roof level. And we're just going to change our view range down. So I'm going to change this probably down to level 2. And I'm going to hide this for a second. So what we want is this line to extend all the way over here. And then this line is going to, yeah, this line's going to stop here. Let's see if that works. What that looks like. And I think actually what's going to happen is this is going to connect like that. Let's just pick line tool, pick that. Oh, delete that one. Grab these. So now if I join this together, it'll look like one piece there. It's maybe a little bit off, but and so to fix that, I'm just going to move this line over significantly. And then go back to my top of roof, and I'm going to go align this to here. I'll go back to this line, and we'll move this in. And we'll go back to this line, and we'll move that in there. Now, yeah, so it doesn't like that. Let's see here. These are joined. So what might have to happen here is we might just have to add our own piece in there after. So what that means is I'll just create a similar roof like this, and I'll just add it in right here, like this, and it'll just be this piece. And I'll go to east elevation. Just lower this down. So why is this still causing issues? Oh, I know why. It's got to be a different angle. Yeah, so I'll just do a join here. RP. And then there we go. That's better. So that's looking good there. So now this part we need to extend in. So let's move this along there. It's probably actually going to go all the way over. So those are all joined up now. So that's the majority of the big part. So what do we have left? We have these curves. I don't know. We'll go back. We'll come back to all the curves in a second. But curves are not the best thing to do with a lot of these roofs. So let's just see where this curve starts and ends. Because I think this curve, yeah. So this curve that's up top there, that's going to be a bit of a problem because it's hipping. So I don't know if that one's going to be that simple. But these ones shouldn't be too bad. So let's just find, is there another curve? So let's add a dimension here and here. 1'3". So 5'2" in. And then how far does it go out? 6'5", 6'1". Okay, so oh, I actually have these lines here. That's sweet. So okay, so we have a straight section of roof in these parts. So let's go to roof right here. And so we probably have a 2-foot overhang here. And let's just say we have a 2-foot overhang there. And the roof goes to this line. And it's something like that. Turn all of these off. And then I'm going to bring this out so it's in line with this. So this slope is much less. So let's figure out the slope of that. So just going to do this. Do up here and over here. Then copy this over 1 foot. And copy this up here. And so what's this dimension? 312. So this part here is a 312 pitch. And then let's go to our east elevation. No, we need south elevation. So we want to let's just actually check this. Is this the same? Yeah, okay, it's the same eave right there, right? So we can align the eaves. And now the tougher part is to do that curve. So to do this curve, I don't really like doing roofs by extrusion, but to do this curve, we'd want to do roof by extrusion. Pick that wall, top of wall here, and essentially what we're going to do is just add a curvature in there like that. So again, I don't really like roofs by extrusion, but then this only goes to like that. And then what I'll do here is I'm just going to delete this part here, and then we'll do a reference plane to figure that out. Doesn't want to join. Just make it a little bit more, then join them. Probably what I should do actually is, let's just do this. I'm going to do a little straight piece, maybe like 2 inches, and then I'll do same up here. I'll do a little straight piece of 2 inches, and then the curve between. Just see if this is actually sitting on there. There we go. Doesn't like my little pieces there, I don't think. It's almost like we actually have 2 curves here. I want to just go here for a second. I'm just going to go detail line, and I'm just going to use pick line and do pick, 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 and just grab these lines. I'm going to copy them. Let's paste them on the south view here. So I have a bit of a different slope at the top there. That's maybe a little bit steeper, but that's not, I mean, the same kind of technique, I guess, right? So a little bit more of a deeper curve. Let's just start this back a little bit. I don't know. So you have some sort of roof by extrusion like that. Seems like it looks like it's not quite the right curve, but you kind of get the point, I guess, right? And this line you don't have to worry about, but if you see it in elevation, you can just go here to invisible lines. And where's visible lines? And then just hide these lines. So now what I'll do is I'll just join these roofs. Then we'll go back to our top of roof. And I mean, that's pretty close. I'm probably not going to change that, but that's pretty close. So that would be how you do that, basically. This one's going to be a lot more difficult. You might have to do it as a model in place mass. But that's the basic part of that section. Yeah, by footprint. And as you can see, I do a lot of reference planes and joining. I might be inclined for a roof like this to do as much as I can by roof by footprint and then model it as a mass.
You first do the footprint and then model in mass?
Yeah, and then make modifications to the mass. Um, to change these here, you could do the same. You could just apply this. I should have checked what this slope was. I think the lines I had in there before were a little bit steeper.
Yes.
So it's acting up. Yeah, so it's almost a 12-12 probably. No, it's like, yeah, I guess probably 10-12. So that'd be a little bit taller. But yeah, that's what I would do to kind of solve that roof. Um, I would say, I don't know. I think depending on how much detail you want to get, maybe ignore these slopes for now.
Just like straight.
Yeah, and just do these ones because these ones are simple slopes, whereas these are complex because they meet in the corner as a hip. So just do those slopes for now, and then yeah, what you might want to do is model it as a mass, whole roof, just because it's so complex. But start with the roofs by footprint, or you can model just the edges as a mass,
The edge.
just the like just this end
Oh
piece.
yes, only that part.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, just this piece right here. So
Okay.
yeah.